What's up, guys? You can actually hit my page up at facebook.com/ Crimson60620 PS4 Gaming and support my Patreon. Thanks. What's up, guys? Happy 300th episode. And basically, I am here making sure that I live up to my promise of doing the 300th episode. And I know the title's a little bit audacious and is meant to be. It's a play on the phrase from the Count of Monte Cristo. If you've ever heard of the Count of Monte Cristo, or actually actually even saw the movie. It's a phrase where the guy who's actually pretending to be the count, when he's in jail, he's actually helped by this priest who told him when the priest was dying how to find some gold, and the phrase was, "I was a priest, I never said I was a saint." And it's just a play on the words. So why are we here today? Well, we're here celebrating my 300 video upload that I've done on Facebook. You have to forgive me, I'm a little bit of a cold, more of a sinus inflammation, and I'm just trying to get over it. I've been asleep the whole day off of sinus medicine. I'm just trying to deal with being more lucid. I tried to go to work yesterday and it was horrible because the medicine that I had me so out, I almost dozed off. Now, why am I here today besides celebrating that 300 episodes? I'm actually doing another blog today. Did want to show you guys that I recently finished the recent drawing video that I was doing. I actually got it colored up, and I'm working on the next 2 posts that I have. I actually going to do with these 2. I'm going to actually do these 2, and that's probably going to be my next drawing video. But I did want to mark this milestone of actually having 300 videos. In a few months, it's not even going to matter because I'm going to probably have another 30 or 40 videos. Excuse me. And I'm sorry for if I have to clear my throat throughout the video, guys. But I just wanted to get on and let you guys know that, you know, I do want to thank everybody who's actually been subscribed. I think in the last year I got 23 out of my 24 subscribers, out of my 25 subscribers, and I want to thank everybody for being able to, you know, watch my channel, all the views that I have, the drawing views, the video game views. I want to thank everybody. Coming up on the 17th, I am going to have an anniversary stream, an anniversary blog or whatsoever. Basically what it amounts to is I'm just going to go over some of the changes that I've made in my channel today. First is the PS4 Share Factory. I never knew it was as great as a tool as it is. Now, what I mean by that is it's actually one of those tools where, you know, you worked with a limited tool, so you had to work around a lot of things. The music video that I'm actually playing right now, I guess it's my left hand. The music video that I'm playing right now, just being able to put stuff from my phone, some of the YouTube music, I do want to say that was one of the greater tools that I had to be able to bring video, edited video, playback. And if you guys want to see actually more of that, just send me comments, send me questions under the videos. If you want to actually see less of that live gameplay footage and more of me just streaming with music, with no commentary, just playing the games, I'm open to going ahead and doing some things offline and then bring it to you guys in an edited format. I don't know, a lot of people do that, but of course, my expansion of my Twitch channel, I think it started with playing Abzula on it a little bit more, or switching from the Minecraft to the Twitch. Minecraft on YouTube, then to the Twitch. It's one of those things where I wanted to make sure that, you know, I play a little bit different. Now, let's go ahead and get some of the changes of the channel since this is a 300 video. I think I'm going to cut back on the Kingdom Hearts. I think I'm going to play more of the Kingdom Hearts outside of Sundays. I know I was going to cut back on a lot of the videos once the weather starts to get warm, and, you know, hopefully I can actually complete Kingdom Hearts and do some side quests very liberally soon, because I want to actually get to Kingdom Hearts 3 when it comes out. And that's another thing, I'm going to actually start my More Games New. which means I'm gonna just save up for a lot of my other games. Think I'm gonna do some changes to the Smite. I know a lot of people have watched me stream Smite fairly liberally on YouTube, where I've watched when I've streamed on YouTube, not so much on Twitch. And I'm not chasing after the views, but I am chasing after what you guys like watching. I know I had some fun with Smite the other day. Excuse me. And it's just one of the things where I enjoy playing it when it's a thrilling match, win, lose, or draw. I really don't care about the win percentage. My thing is showing you guys how I play when I play it. And sometimes I play pretty stupid. Sometimes I play pretty weird or interesting. I know, especially with Smite, I do what other people don't like to do. I like to take the map. Now, as far as other games I have, I am looking to expand. I want to actually bring back just some random Thursday games, random Wednesday games. I know it kind of fell off during the holiday because it's a holiday and not too many people, well, it's a holiday and I just didn't feel like doing anything because I had some saved up vacation, and when I played my games, I played my games. And that's one of the hard things about gaming and doing it for YouTube. Excuse me. Sometimes you just want to game just to game. I know right now on my Twitch channel, I'm doing Horizon Zero Dawn. And with the Horizon Zero Dawn, it's grind work. And it's a fun game, but it's grind work. And I'm not a complete perfectionist, but I am a person that likes to try to get a 90-95% completed. I have 17 platinum trophies or 16 platinum trophies, and my goal is to try to get as many. Not that there's some super major accomplishment, but just things that I know I can actually get. And you know, with streaming too, some of the games that I like to play is games that people may not like to watch. And it's not because, you know, the games themselves are bad. It's that, you know, I have Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 7 for the PS4, and I want to actually go back and complete that. And the way I play RPGs, and if you've watched my Kingdom Hearts, I like to power level. I like to go and just, if I'm just barely tugging at the strings of beating the boss, it's not really enjoyable to me. I really enjoyed coming in and stomping. Like when I was playing Final Fantasy 7 on the original PS1, I would actually get level 90 and do all of the little emerald weapons and ruby weapons and things of that nature. Excuse me. And I would go and mud stomp Sephiroth, and it was actually pretty fun. And so that's the type of gaming that I like. And yeah, sometimes some games I am shit at. I'm looking at a couple of stacks of games where I just want to get in and play and not care about who's watching and just play like I really want to play. And it's not that I'm not doing that for you guys. It's just that it can be pretty boring and really pretty repetitive. But that's how I like to play games. I'm a logical person for the most part. I like to put together pieces of logic. I like to strategize. I like to say, okay, let's see what this strategy is. I like to test that strategy. And granted, there are some pros when it comes to gaming. I've never claimed to be one of them. I've claimed to be interested in them. I claim to give you that perspective of historical context or cultural context of what that game actually means, or some of the things that I've learned from the games. For example, I have Assassin's Creed, the Ezio collection. That game caused me to actually research what happened with the church and what happened with, yeah, I'm still broadcasting, why there was a Protestant Reformation, and you know, those are the reasons why I like the game. You know,
I'm a little bit hurt because some of the games that I want, I can't find. For instance, like I want them to do a freaking Dot Hack, the original 4-part story, because I never got to finish the last one, and they're not gonna make it. I want to actually have them bring back Xenosaga. These are the games that I really, really love. Man, just the wealth of the games that we had, they were just so great. I'm absolutely in love with Sonic Mania. That's my game. Those are the games that I like. And when it comes out, I'm gonna love the freaking God of War 2018. And I think that's one of the games I'm gonna actually get new. But and this is not a knock on modern gaming. This whole gaming for everyone, you know, it needs to fit a certain. No, let's have some of those weird out of nowhere games, because I guarantee, for instance, Kingdom Hearts, it just seemed like it was just out of place for a lot of people. But when you get out to the nitty gritty, it is a very good game. The open world stuff, like I like open world games. I actually have quite a few open world games, but something about a story actually always gets me. Let's go back. It's a game called The Mark of Cree, which is sitting in the PlayStation Network on my wish list. I have to grab it one day or another, but those are games that I like. Now, what I am encouraging you guys to do, because I want to actually help, I want you guys to help me bring you more games that you may actually like. And this is not a requirement for you to continue to watch my content. This is not it's more of a request, because I want to make sure I work. I'm not one of these YouTubers that, you know, makes this as a career. This is something that if I do anything outside of my regular job, it's to sell my artwork. And that's what I would actually want to do, is do more things for my artwork. But this YouTube stuff, this is just for fun, and definitely I would want you guys to enjoy my content. What I'm asking is, if you feel it in your heart to do, is of course you can actually check my links down below and either support me on Patreon as much as you want, or you can make a one-time donation to my PayPal, which is also in my description. What really helps me now is just for you guys to like and subscribe. That's actually really that's what would help me. If you want to donate, fine. I'm going to always continue to bring you the games. I'm always going to make sure that I spend time outside of working and family with bringing you guys games. I'm also going to make sure that, of course, with the weather getting better, I make no qualms about it. My streaming actually may go down because I'm going to be outside. I'm going to be enjoying the weather in Illinois, which we get 6 months out the year of good weather sometimes, and the other times it's either too hot or too cold to do something. But I want to share you guys, you know, some of the joys I have about gaming. And it's just, I remember getting my first Atari, and it was fun. I remember playing the original Mario Brothers, and a friend of mine had the Atari. They were getting rid of it, and they basically gave me their games. The same thing with the Master System, the Super Nintendo. They were moving on, and I played some of the most obscure games. I played the Ronald McDonald's game. I played the Pistanoid game, and that's back when we had actual rental video locations. The Super Nintendo, the Lynx. After PlayStation came out, I switched. I remember this, and I just bought it a few years back for PlayStation 3. Parasite Eve was where I said, yes, let's go for these better games. You know, I left Final Fantasy alone after 7. I tried to play 14 recently, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. But it's just that I love games, and yeah, most of my gaming career has been offline and, you know, competing with, you know, couch co-ops or couch competitions. And as much as I'm talking, I'm starting to be congested, and this is probably one of the reasons why I didn't go to work. But I started getting into anime because of games. I started getting into art because of school. I started, you know, reading literature, and games have always been for me a way of understanding a story, understanding a character. Now, there are just some games where, you know, there is no character, the story is told around you, and you just an active participant, like Grand Theft Auto 3, which I have, and I need to start playing a little bit more. But, you know, other games, you are driving the story. Xenogears. I love Xenogears. And I know it's like I'm mentioning a lot of JRPGs back in the heyday of JRPGs. Man, Chrono Trigger. Wow. These are some of those big, heavy, story-driven games. Back before games weren't as mainstream as they are now. And I'm not begrudging people playing games as mainstream. It's just one of those things where they didn't have to water certain things down. I'm not talking about they water down controls or game is not as, no, games were pretty easy back then, because I remember playing Diablo. Diablo was easy. The original Diablo was easy. Yeah, they had some difficult parts, but you found exploits. And for those people who say, well, we didn't have this, we didn't have that, they forget that we had all sorts of cheats. But what games have been watered down to is non-offensive. And I don't mean being non-offensive in a way of, you know, they don't push any buttons. Yeah, games are always going to push buttons. It's media. The Bible pushes buttons. And I don't care what anybody says. The most violent piece of media we have is the Bible, and I've read it, but you don't see people banging those. But I diverse for a second. Games tell easy stories, and it's not just games. It's actually everything. A lot of stories are just easy now, and quite frankly, I don't want stories to be easy. I want stories not to have twists for no reasons. I don't want stories to just be just anything to seem more complex. One of my criticisms that I have with this show, and people who watch it know it's a valid criticism, but it's not necessarily saying that it's bad. If you ever watch the show Scandal, it's, you leave with twist fatigue. You leave with ups, downs, things of that nature. I would want a cohesive story. I remember first watching, then reading The Odyssey. Cohesive story. Some of the other great stories that we have. And that's what gaming means to me. A good story. It can be cheesy, but if those characters are believable, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna watch it. So, let's go back to the reason why I titled this video that way. Am I trying to be blasphemous or anything of that way? No. This is actually just a joke, a pun on what I said on Count of Monte Cristo. About the good story it was. Although I like the retellings where he goes all revenge and doesn't give a hell about anything else. But what I do want to say is this. And I know I keep hammering this home. Keep hammering this home. I wish that we all take time to read different stories. I was actually in like Office Max today, and I saw somebody with a sling on their arm. And what interests me was the story, what he had to say of how it happened, even though it was just small. Stories are what makes the world, and it also gives you empathy. And I don't know how many times I have to say, but empathy is what if we understood that concept, if we understood the concept of empathy, then we wouldn't have as many problems as we have in the world today. Now, I do want to say, you guys, I do want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch, subscribe, like, things of that nature. It's just one of those things where, you know, I thought I would get bored with this after a few weeks. And quite frankly, it's been a fun ride. And, you know, I may actually start getting on talking about more philosophies and things of that nature. I do know that it's a lot of things that interest me. There's a lot of things that I like reading, going over, and, well, quite frankly, I promised myself on my time off I was going to actually finish rereading the Percy Jackson books. I actually have an art show, and I'm going to actually leave that information in starting in my new art series, well, my continuing art series of me drawing, where I'm going to have my art show when and where. I'm going to make sure that you guys actually are informed, so if you are in the Chicagoland area, you can actually come out and see some of my artwork, and it's going to be in the next year. And that's the reason for the work that I'm working on. And the reason why I'm working on that work is because I have to have 30 to 100 pieces of art inside of that time, in that time frame. And I just want to work to gradually increase my skill. And I have no artistic talent at all. I may have talent for, you know, thinking up things, but when it comes to actually the talent for actually drawing it, it's all practice skill. I'm gonna actually work on trying to get a couple of copyrights for some original concepts and ideas. One of my concepts and ideas I've already practiced on. I've let a couple people see. My goal and something that would mean a lot to me is to come up with a graphic novel of some original characters I was thinking up, with some concepts I was thinking up. I want to give a shout out to the Facebook group that I'm currently enrolled in or part of. It's Black Manga and Black Artists and Manga Artists, or Black Anime and Manga Artists. It's Bama. That's the boy. But I've been looking at some of the other people's drawings, and I've been able to look at some of the things that they've been doing, and it's giving me some hope that, you know, I already had the audacity to think that I can actually do it, but it's giving me some hope that I can actually become more productive. And that's one of my things. I want to actually just show my drawings and things of that nature, and I want to make sure that, you know, even if you think it's crap or if you don't like it, but I want to at least have you think about the drawings that I'm doing. And it's just one of those things where, You know, I don't want fame, I don't want fortune, and I don't want you to believe that you have to believe everything that I believe or say. That's ridiculous. That's not my goal. But I want to bring something to the conversation, more than just talking shit or just being, just lobbing firebombs of insults to people. I want to actually be that person where you can actually just have a conversation with, and not to belittle someone as a person, maybe belittle the hell out of their ideas, but I like that debate, and that's one of the things that a lot of people actually hate about me, because I require that debate, and not in the sense of being argumentative, or not in the sense of just thinking someone else is stupid. No, I want you to tell me what your ideas are, why you feel that way, and what's going on with them, and you realize how interesting things can actually get. Now, this is my 300 video, and I'm actually, starting to actually feel the effects of being congested as I am. And I'm going to actually be getting off here soon, guys. But I do want to thank you guys for watching. And quite frankly, guys, look forward to getting more videos from me. As I said before, I'm going to actually be changing out Monday nights. I'm going to be changing out Monday Night Spite on my Twitch channel. And I'm going to be streaming at least 2 hours, 5 days a week, probably after about 9 or 10, just so I can actually, just so I can actually come in from work, spend time with the fam. And after that, I'm going to be spending time playing for you guys. And hell, I'm going to start doing more gaming where it's long form gaming. I have a comfortable chair, and yeah, let's go look at that comfortable chair. So, this is basically a tray table where I do most of my art from. And so, I am definitely thankful for you guys actually taking the time to watch, taking the time to enjoy the videos. Remember, you can support me on my Patreon, and definitely you can actually go ahead and follow me on the Crimson 60620 PS4 Gaming Facebook page. And finally, remember, like and subscribe. I want to thank you guys for watching, and look forward to see more.